And welcome back, guys, to the Musings of Maverick channel. It's your host, Maverick here. Today, we're watching the finale of Munou na Nana. So, last episode, we got a ton of development of the characters, right? For starters, Michiru, bless her heart, she does seem to be the angel within this anime. And I think at this point, it's safe to say that she might just be the bastion of purity and innocence here as well, amongst all these other people who, each have their own individual goals and interests and whatnot, playing mind games, trying to one-up each other. Michiru, though, I think she just might be a paragon of virtue. And then we haven't solved the murder case yet. Right now, Sorano is still the prime suspect, although my gut feeling is telling me it's probably not her. And then, of course, we come back to Nana, right? After the story with Michiru, she's starting to realize, oh my god, am I actually doing something wrong? The sort of imagery last episode, well, she stepped on a pawn within the shogi game, also kind of simplifies that she's starting to doubt her handlers, right? She's starting to doubt the organization behind her, and, this is probably going to carry forward, right? Although, it's also revealed that her boss, her teacher, her mentor, whatever you want to call it, is also coming to the island, although probably not within this episode or this season, right? So with that in mind, let's just see how they end this all, and, well, I do hope it's going to be a good one. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. Well, that's just mean. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's her mentor of sorts. Mm. What? Huh. Damn. Holy shit, Michiru. Detective Michiru. Oh man. And not to mention, like, I really I really feel like the entire window locking thing. Like, stop making such a big case out of all of that. If someone really did want to come in here, they could have. She's gonna be like, my entire life is a lie. What did I do? Hey. Don't worry, Nana. I was on the same page as well. Trying to... Oh. The supply ship is coming tomorrow. Her mentor is coming tomorrow. Uh-huh. Wait, what is this? Buy her something? Mm-hmm. They're still thinking it's her? I mean, I don't know. I just... Alright. Aww. A pen. Out of everything, a pen, right? So after everything, you know, it's still... You know, they're still high schoolers at heart. Why am I getting... Why am I getting some vibes? Yeah. Focus around... Ooh. Damn, it is her? No, I mean, the vibes I was... Oh, Jin? And here I was thinking we would never see him again. At least, I mean, in this series, in this season. No, that previous scene there. I don't know. Is something bad gonna happen to Michiru? Please no. Wear your collar? Yeah. That previous scene had a lot of bad vibes going. Take Kyoya? Yeah, take Kyoya. Ado. Oop. And hey. Yeah, this is someone else. So is this indeed the guy who can use magnetism? Really? That's... Oh. Don't... Don't tell me Michiru is... Yeah, her mentor. Yes. Just say yes. Yeah, just say yes. Don't disappoint me, Hiraki. Look at her. She's been trained to... Nah, you're not gonna be able... No. Honestly, if Michiru... If Michiru dies, I'm sure Nana will snap. Oh, shit. Yeah, it is the guy who can use magnetism. Wait. Oh! Damn! It's that guy. I thought it was the one who could use magnetism to control things. Oh. But if he can interact with... How does that even work? Holy shit. Because her name is Inu. That was a little bit over dramatic, but okay. Oh, look at that. Oh. It's Koya, right? Found the actual body. Yeah, you guys are taking your sweet time. Michiru's gonna be back. I'm sure Michiru will be back. Either her or Jin, but in this case, I would much prefer if it's Michiru. Alright, quit playing puns with her name already. Yep. Michiru's gonna... Is she going to... Okay. One of two things. She's gonna die, or she's going to evolve her abilities. Shh. Yeah. God damn it. Holy shit. God damn it. Oh, this is honestly... Oh my god. I actually got teary-eyed over this. Oh my god! Michiru! I can't say I didn't expect this. Oh, she's smiling as well. Oh my god. Well, ladies and gentlemen, This is how you make an emotional character. This is how you make an emotional episode, right? Because of the stark contrast between Michiru and Nana, and because we learned of both their backstories, and we learn like what they both are thinking, and they are consistent in the way that they feel and whatnot. This is how it all reconciles and gives us a very emotional sort of conclusion, right? It's so ironic that Nana is the one who is going around killing people, and yet, Michiru, the one who's completely pure and innocent and all that, she 100% believes in Nana, and even now is willingly giving up her life for her, right? It's just this kind of irony in all that makes it even more powerful to me. And so, yeah, I absolutely love that. I mean, sure, fine, I can understand, right? It's sad that Michiru died, right? But at the same time, I do feel that it's actually really, really necessary for her sacrifice here in order to push Nana along, to actually give her some very important character development. It's also going to progress the story along, right? Because I feel like with this final nail in the coffin, this is when Nana is truly going to start questioning everything, right? Like, if someone like Michiru is able to 100% believe in her, even to the point of giving up her own life, how can she be an enemy of humanity, right? I think this is going to drive Nana to really start thinking about these things and go all the way through. So I do believe that Michiru's sacrifice was necessary, and honestly quite foreshadowed, right? Like, again, back at the scene where Nana and Michiru were walking back and talking within the forest and whatnot, I already mentioned, like, I got some very bad vibes from that scene. Lots of death flags, if you will, and so it did turn out to be true in the end. Michiru has, and I actually do believe she died, right? I do believe that she died. So yeah, it's sad, but definitely necessary. And the reason why it's so necessary is because, look, we also see Nana's interaction with Tsuruno in this one, right? And we can clearly see how well she has been disciplined and trained. Now, I do feel like this is a detail that is really important here, and that is in, the way that Nana speaks with Tsuruno, right? Her mentor, teacher, or whatever you want to call him, right? That mastermind behind this organization, which still, it's hard to say whether or not they are actually official, right? Official under the government, or they are just a rogue organization. I still find it hard to believe that they're just a rogue organization, considering the extent of their powers and whatnot, but I mean, I guess that's something for later on. But back to the point that I'm trying to make, like, look at her, the instant that she realizes it's Tsuruno, instantly, standing at attention, right? That is, even though Tsuruno is not actually there, right? And even though, she is clearly in a hurry to do all the things that she needs to do, no, she is going to stand at attention and listen to whatever Tsuruno has to tell her, right? And then, the way that she answers him, the way that, at the very end, saying thanks, she's bowing 90 degrees, even though he's not there, right? This is what's, it's this kind of detail that tells us, like, how big of an impact this guy has on Nana, and, the extent of his influence over Nana's mind and her body, and etc., right? That's important, because in order for Nana to truly break out of that, iron grip, you need to chip away at that with something, and Michiru's death is the thing that's going to chip away at that iron grip, that's going to allow Nana to finally move towards, I'm not gonna say redemption, but at least maybe move towards learning the truth and potentially changing her goals to bring down the organization, right? So that is important. Now, the scene where they confront Rintaro and whatnot, I didn't really like it that much. I feel like, they could have made the scenes a lot better. Like, the entire time I was like, Rintaro, what are you doing? If you want to kill Nana, get on with it. If you want to kill Michiru, get on with it. Why? Like, the entire setup of that scene, right? I feel like it could have been done a lot better. Nana could have done, they could have set it up to be more clever, let's say, instead of, again, making out Rintaro to be like this giant idiot who had every chance to kill Nana but is choosing not to, right? So sure, the end there with Nana provoking him, and then finding a way to basically grab hold of his weapon and whatnot. I can understand that, but it's everything else. The setup of it was just kind of lazy, if I'm being honest here. But that's kind of a common theme throughout the episodes, but at the very least, the conclusion of it was nice. We didn't really get to know what Rintaro's motive was, why exactly he killed the guys and whatnot, and what's going on with Sarano. Like, why is her why is her uniform all bloodied and whatnot? But we'll see, right? Perhaps it's mentioned right after this in the next chapter in the manga, because maybe Kyoya is going to be the one who solves the entire mystery and whatnot. Because clearly Nana right now is in no position to do any heavy brain work, right? But overall, I definitely really like this finale to this series. So what about this series overall, right? Well, honestly, I think, at this point, I will say, this is probably my favorite anime from this season. Yeah, there we go. I said it, right? I mean, to me, it's kind of debatable between Jujutsu Kaisen and this one, but, I love anime that feature non-goody two-shoes main characters, especially in this case where they're actually taking on more of an antagonist role as well. So I really like Nana, right? I really like her personality. I really like the way that her character has developed and that they portray her character. The gap between her sort of like clueless, airhead, ditzy kind of character versus cold, calm, calculating, ruthless, and cold Nana. I like the stark contrast between her. This is the type of MC that I love, right? The entire premise of it is quite interesting. Now, with that being said, though, I will say that I came into this expecting more of like Death Note kind of mind games and one-upping each other, battle of wits, and so on and so forth. It didn't really quite hit that. Most of the mind games or whatnot were rather it kind of depended on the other side, right? The opposition being kind of dumb, right? I mean, I feel like this is quite a common criticism of this show, and that is that all the other characters are kind of brain dead. And, to a certain extent, it's true. I've mentioned back in episode 3 and on, like, maybe from 3 to 7, how, Nana is really, really, really lucky that she's managed to escape undetected, unscathed throughout all these killings, right? Because most of the time it's just, she simply, like, here's the thing. If you really want to do something like this, and you really want to show off the intelligence and whatnot, I feel that there are a lot of better ways to set up these situations. So, sure, if you really, really need to keep on killing and whatnot, you can do it, but at least make it seem a bit more intelligent, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the way that she eventually, managed to kill off all the others, but, one of the common criticisms I see is actually that, again, the characters are brain dead, right? Like, how can they be so trusting of Nana? But actually, to me, that's not that much of a problem, honestly, because I know the extent of how mind manipulation can work, like how you can manipulate people to believe in you. And considering that Nana is a fully trained professional at this, I can totally believe that the characters have chosen not to, not to suspect her or at least give her the benefit of the doubt and are much more trusting of her, right? Because, I mean, think about it. In real life, if you actually get, like, a cute girl like Nana coming up to you, and, she actually knows how to manipulate you as well, I'm kind of sad that we didn't really get to see much evidence of this in the actual anime, but at the same time, just because I know the extent of how you can manipulate people through your actions, for your speech, for your manners and whatnot, it's actually believable for me that the other characters would willingly believe Nana and get killed in a lot of these different scenarios. Well, I guess there are a few that still kind of border on the side of kind of border on the suspicion of disbelief thing. Suspicion of belief thing. So, it's really towing the line there, but, overall, I still feel like most of it is plausible. The most implausible thing to me, actually, is how she managed to escape undetected for this long, right? Especially with Kyoya on her heels and whatnot. But, at this point, I mean, it's sort of like we can only just infer that Nana has the plot armor at this point to basically continue on, or she's just incredibly lucky, right? Now, then again, even though I do criticize it for it being a little bit too basic in terms of its mind games or whatnot, there are a few times when I'm really impressed by it, right? Like, for instance, in this episode, where Michiru managed to figure out, the hole in Nana's story by recognizing, hey, you said your room was messy all the time, right? But then, when you ran out, the room was actually clean and all that. Was it kind of forced? Maybe, right? Maybe. But that was definitely something that I did not notice at all in terms of her talking about her backstory throughout all of this. So, even though there are a lot of it definitely isn't as, as smart as it could have been, if you will, but I do feel like it's at least entertaining enough, and, I can suspend my belief, to a certain extent, that I still feel like these things make sense, if that makes sense to you guys as well. So, and like, come on, the other characters, they literally don't matter, alright? We just care about Nana, we care about Kyoya, and then we also care about Michiru and potentially Jin, right? Because, he's also part of the recurring cast. All the other characters, they are mob characters, basically. They are the monsters that we kill if it was like a fantasy adventure sort of genre of anime, right? They literally don't matter. We don't need their development or whatnot. Now, granted, could some of them be a little bit more deep or whatnot? Sure. But at the same time, that doesn't, to me anyways, it doesn't really detract from the main story that the anime is trying to tell, and that is basically how Nana, she was on this mindset of killing off all the talented, how she eventually discovers that she's wrong, how she turns around, and then how she, I can't really say because I haven't read the manga yet, but I'm assuming that in the future she's going to sort of work like as a double agent, right? On one hand, still trying to obey orders from the organization and whatnot, but on the other hand, still trying to unravel the organization's secret, and so on and so forth, right? So, I love it. I think, to me, it probably another big factor in liking this anime is in Nana's character. Again, I do love non-goody two-shoes characters. Always like, I love characters that don't say that they're the hero of justice, or on the side of, we must protect people, blah 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 blah, right? I don't like goody two shoes characters. So to me, Nana is much more of an interesting character, especially with the sort of gap that she shows, and in, like I was saying, right? The entire situation with Michiru, I was entirely on the same page with Nana as well. I was thinking, is Michiru actually going to be like a traitor or whatnot? So to me, it was much more impactful as well, putting myself into Nana's shoes and then saying, oh wow, Michiru really is the real deal, right? She's not faking it at all. There's no twist here. She is, even in this episode, right? Nana still didn't completely come to terms with it at the beginning, right? She was still, when Michiru came to her and was saying that, sorry, I lied to you this morning, Nana was still suspecting her in a way. And that is the extent to which she has been trained. That is the extent to which she has been manipulated and brainwashed. So it does, again, coming full circle again, it does require Michiru's sacrifice in order to really push Nana's character along, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. If there was a, if she managed to just change because, she made a friend or whatnot, I would actually be criticizing it, because that'd be way too easy, and it's literally like most of the other shonens that we see. Oh, I got a friend in you, so I'm going to completely change my ways and all that. No. I feel like, even though it's sad, and I really feel for Michiru, the one angel of this entire anime, I do feel this was 100% needed. And I love this series more because of that. But anyways, that's it for this episode and my final conclusion on the series. Unfortunately, I don't think a season 2 was announced, but man, I am really itching to read the manga right now. I might give it a few more, a few more days or weeks to see if a season 2 is announced or whatnot. But this is definitely a manga that I would absolutely be picking up if I wasn't doing these kinds of reactions and whatnot. The rest of it, like the visuals, the sound and whatnot, yeah, no, they're passable, right? I did like the openings and endings of this series. The rest was, basically passable. It's not the main focal point of this anime. Let me put it that way. So, there we go. That's it for now. Thank you guys, and, for those of you who are here just because of Nana and Nana, discover my channel and whatnot, feel free to see my other works as well. I always do a sort of discussion, review, musing section sort of like this, which really works well for this kind of anime. Maybe less well for some others, but if this is the sort of style that you like, feel free to check out my other works. I do seasonal and non-seasonal stuff. And if not, well, hopefully we can meet again sometime in the future, in a future season, in a future anime. Okay, this has been Mavry. See you guys, and bye-bye.